Okay, hello, welcome to the PolyChampions YouTube. I'm eSpark. I'm the leader of the Arctic Wolves and a junior on Huskies. And with me today are two players from PolyChampions, Cloud Glider and Gato. Why don't you introduce yourselves, guys?
Cloud?
Hello, I'm Cloud Glider. I'm currently a junior on Kraken.
You say that with some question, like, am I a junior on Kraken?
Am I still on Kraken?
I almost said Ronin because I just traded.
You
so
just got
that's also-
traded.
Okay.
Got it.
You are a new squid.
Yes, I am indeed.
Okay, so I'm Gato. I'm a junior on Arctic Wolves. Yeah, and I've been playing Polytopia for a few years. Joined PolyChamps a few months ago. Yeah,
So glad to have you.
that's me. Yeah.
Yay. So today we're going to play some Polytopia, and we're going to be mainly focusing on the naval update, although it's not all naval because there are changes to the roads and the lumber huts and things like bridges and markets. So we'll try to showcase some of that. And then after the first game, we'll invite people from the audience. Hey, Sodium, fellow squid. So if Sodium wants to play the next game, that would be cool. So why don't you guys, get your Polytopia streaming. Can you stream?
Yep. Sure.
Looks good. And you were thinking to play Lakes map, right?
Yeah. That's my favorite one. So let's do lakes if it's not a problem.
Yes, I see your screen. So I'll just switch back and forth between whosever turn it is. I'll add you to whosever turn it is. I'll move them up so they can see.
Yeah, just who invites who.
Sodium wants a Chin-Chi match.
Okay, we can
I'm
do
down for a Shin match. I'm always down for a Shin match.
So should I send you the invite link, or will you?
Sure. Or you can send me a friend request. For Steam, my username is Mossyfern.
No, I think with the invite link, it will be.
Okay, invite link.
Can we play 24 hours because I'm still learning?
Yeah, and we want you to talk about your turn, so that's fine.
So I think 24 hours it will be better for the game.
Someone is asking in the chat, Mr. Master Monster, can anyone join PolyChampions? Yes, anyone can join PolyChampions. You have to start in our Discord server. The link to the Discord server is in the description and about me, the about section, but you have to go to our Discord server and then go through the process. But yes, anyone can join PolyChampions. It's open to the public. And then someone else asks, when are you releasing the new special tribe? So it's not really us. We are just fans. We are just players. We have no control over what the developers do with this game. But what I've heard the developers say is that they are focusing on this naval rework, and then they're going to do a rework of the special tribes like Aquarian and the other specials. And once those reworks are done, then they will work on the ancients, which is the next special tribe. But really, I would not hold your breath. Midjuan and those developers are notoriously slow. So realistically, it could be a year before the new tribe comes out. So yeah.
Cloud, the link is in the private chat. You have to go to the side, and then there is a private chat.
My bad. So you said Shin, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's do it. How's your spawn?
It's alright. It's not horrible. I'll take it. I've definitely seen worse. I've seen better as well, but
Mine, I would say, is like difficult.
I see.
I don't see many options for me, but
Yeah, I've seen a lot of really rough spawns with the new update Shin with just like the city density. Like
Mhm.
sometimes I just start a match and I just see like empty mountains surrounding my capital, and I just immediately know that
Mhm.
there's just no villages within like 2 tiles. I'm like, okay. Oh, hello
Hello.
there.
Hello there.
Oh, did you two meet? See, I've
Yeah.
heard
Yep.
that's an issue with the recent map gen is that sometimes capitals spawn really close, but this isn't super close. For a small map, this is reasonable.
No, this is fine. Yeah.
To hit or not to hit?
No, not yet. Let's not push it.
Just be friendly for a little while.
Yeah.
One thing, I don't know if Cloud taught me this or someone else, but I learned recently that Chinchi, every mountain within a Chinchi village has to have mines. So if you see a mountain in Chinchi area that does not have mines, it means there cannot be a village next to it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I don't think it was me, but I learned it from Eno, and he said I believe it's a over 100% rate. It's like I think 100 and is it
Wait,
120, 140,
how can you
something
have
like
over
that.
100%?
So because how it works is within the one tile of a city, there's a resource rate, and then 2 tiles of a city because you can get border growth. I believe it's 2/3 of that rate.
Oh.
Resource rate. So because outside the mountains, I believe it's either like 80% or something like that. That means inside the borders, it's actually over 100%. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
okay.
little tricks like that.
I totally forgot this was a lakes map until I saw this.
You're like, "Oh, water, what?" Although, I have a feeling there's not gonna be much water units in this game because you guys seem to be connected
Yeah.
by land.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
landlocked right now, so
Sodium, you gonna play next? He says, Sodium says, Cloud's got that drylands Chinchi mirror on the brain. You just assume all maps are drylands, huh, Cloud?
I just play Shindrai so often, like because it's been my main map type for a good while, and then so whenever I see Shin, I just automatically assume that it's drylands, even though like there's a good chance that it's not, I guess. But Shin
Mhm.
is a lot stronger on drylands than it is on other map types, just because like swordsman and like mining, smithery, that's all pretty like dryland stuff, you know.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Someone asked in the chat, will Polytopia 2.0 include airplanes? So first of all, I don't think there is going to be a Polytopia 2.0. I think this is again, I am not a developer, but my feeling from hearing from the developers is they're just
Your
going to
gut
keep
feeling, yeah.
Yeah, they're just going to keep tinkering with this game.
Mhm.
They're not going to make a 2.0. They're just going to keep doing reworks and adding tribes and changing stuff. And I feel very confident that Mijuan is not going to add any modern technology. They're not going to add airplanes or guns or nukes or
yeah.
Yeah, like
think-
airplanes would be. I don't even know how you would enforce it, because like right now the current like quote unquote flying units you can just hit, right? Like dragons are flying, but you can still hit them. So then like if there's airplanes, like would a warrior be able to just smack it? Like
right. Great, because currently a warrior can smack a dragon or a fighty theoretically, even though they're
exactly,
flying.
yeah.
Yeah. There is that game that's in development, the Polytopia Legends, which looks like some RPG, open world RPG type thing, but that's very early in development. So I don't even want to speculate about what that's going to have, but I also doubt it would have airplanes because it looks like the same world as Polytopia.
So it wouldn't look like those tribe moons because there was a speculation, I think, from Gully some time ago. He made this video about is Mijuan like developing some kind of a game, like a new game, in this like that looks like the tribe moons, and but
Yeah,
you don't know about anything.
That's the Polytopia Legends. That's what
Okay.
that's what Mijuan calls it, Polytopia Legends. And Zoithris confirmed that the development of that game is what they're using to make the animation for the
Okay.
tribe moons. Yeah.
So there is something happening. Okay.
But Mijuan said in an interview that he expects it'll take 10 years for him to get that to play.
Okay.
Maybe one day I'll do a recap of that. I have a recording of that from a while back. Maybe.
10 years is quite a while.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, Mijuan is not fast, so that's probably realistic.
That was mean. Where's the friendliness gone?
Oh, not so friendly anymore.
No. He attacked me.
Oh, an explorer. This lake's map is not really much of a lake. This looks more like Pangea, but with like a strip of land along the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this lake's map is an interesting one.
Someone else had a question in the chat also about the ancients. People just want to talk about the ancients all the time, which is it's exciting. What are your thoughts on how the ancients will interact with ruins? I have no idea. I guess they interact the way other tribes do, where if a unit walks onto it, they can get tech from it or stars or a unit, but
is this question from Sodium or is it someone else?
It's Sodium. Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you suspect it was Sodium?
Because there was one time we were in a VC and we were like just talking about random stuff, and then all of a sudden he pulls up. He's like, "Do you know ruin lore?" So I'm like, "Oh no, I don't. Are you gonna tell me?" And he goes, "Oh no, I don't know it either. I just was asking if you knew it." And I was just so disappointed.
Oh.
So then we both searched it up, and we saw that ruins from Polytopia are actually leftover cities from the ancients.
Oh.
So then that's how we kind of like speculated. Oh, so the ruins are from the ancients. So does that mean when the ancients come out, they're gonna have some kind of like special ability with ruins?
Right. Oh, I totally forgot that the lore is that the ancients left the ruins. So maybe they'll be in the ruin. Maybe those are their cities? I don't know. I'm totally speculating.
Yeah, but we thought like it might be like I feel like it's not gonna be something like crazy like, oh, you can only get like specific things from ruins. I feel like that's a little unfair to them. I was guessing that it might be something like you either get like 2 options instead of 1, which I feel like is a little broken as well, or maybe like you could see ruins just like Illyrian can.
Oh, well, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Because Illyrian already has that ability, so they wouldn't have to like code it extra, right? It's already in the game.
Yep. I can say I do not appreciate the archers though. These are really pesky.
Archers are, in the update, I think archers got more value. I think like they were good before, but I think they're better now with like lack of roads. And anyway, what do you guys think?
Yeah, no, Shin with after the update, since forestry is so bad now, like it just really nerfed math. So now basically the only techs you need to start fighting as Shin is smithery and archery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you're playing as Chinchi, because forestry is just not as lucrative, it's not as effective anymore. Like you can go for swordsmen with smithery and forges to build your cities. That makes the most sense to me, like going with a smithery path. But yeah, archers are good too. Someone in the chat says, I still go riders. I don't see any riders, but riders are not as helpful if you don't have roads. And if there's a lot of forests without roads, the forests act as terminal tiles. What do you guys think about riders?
I feel like they're still decently viable, but it depends on the map size as well as the map layout. Like if you guys are super close and your opponent just pops a giant, riders aren't going to help you that much. But if you guys are like pretty far apart and you can expand faster, then yeah, riders are pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not, good old times rider roads anymore. So it's like the games are much slower. I have this friend. I think this is the guy that I've played, like the most in my Polytopia history, and he's like so upset because he kind of switched off in this period when there was beta testing, and then like he came back, and he's so upset that he couldn't do the old rider roads stuff anymore.
Yeah, Sodium says riders aren't the obvious option anymore. Riders aren't useless, but they work better on larger maps. And someone else says knights, but same with knights. Knights are more effective with roads.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is asking about your
elo. I'll go riders.
There's some riders. Someone is asking what your elos are. I was trying to explain elo in the game is kind of not helpful for figuring out how good someone is. It just means like, do they play a lot? Like the high elo players just play a lot of games, and you can have really skilled players who have low elo. They just don't play at the volume of games. But anyways, what are your guys' elo? Do you have that on your screen? Maybe you could show it.
For PolyChamps or for this game? Like for in-game?
Right, because we have a Discord elo, which is for our league, and that I think is a better value, but even that is flawed, right?
Right, yeah.
So my in-game elo is around like 1,350. So I'm like, I used to be like very attached to this statistic, but like I kind of don't care anymore.
I think mine on Steam is super low because I don't play it on Steam. 1146 on Steam.
Yeah, but I mostly play on mobile, so like here it's even lower, probably like 1,100. And on Discord, I'm I'm a new player, so I usually lose. So yeah, so it's like just above like 1,000, I think.
Uh-oh, Gato, I did something weird with this. What did I do? Oh, I know what I did. Never mind. I fixed it. Okay. I did something weird with the imaging. Looks like you guys have some fans in the audience. Shout out from Jan. I'm going to say this name wrong. Reknik. Saying hi. And also Trashy is saying hi to Cloud. You guys have some fans.
Oh, what's up?
Do you know Jan?
I don't. I know Cosmos, though.
No. Not that I remember. No Jan.
Okay. Oh, it's Joy D. Hi, Joy. Joy is on our team.
Yeah,
Yo.
Yeah. Yes,
welcome.
Greetings.
Welcome, greetings. Nice to see you here.
So mountains is proving to be a problem.
Mr. Master Monster, yeah, the bot commands on the Discord server are tricky to learn. However, we have a tutorial. I made a tutorial on how to use the bot commands. So if you want, you can direct message me or you can search it up in our videos. But yes, the bot commands are weird and they take some time to learn. But we have some tutorials.
Pew.
Nemix is asking, what's your opinion on the disappearance of battleships? I like it because in the old meta, it was just battleship spam, and it was just not interesting. It was just like you just do this one thing, everybody just spam battleships, and I think now there's more complexity. It's not perfect. I think there's still, again, it's flawed, but it's not as boring. What do you guys think about the lack of battleships?
I agree. I think there's more complexity in those naval battles now. So I kind of I don't miss the old giant battleships thing. So I kind of I'm okay that they are gone.
I like that there's more naval units. I feel like battleships just like they're all battleships, which just kind of got old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting used to some of the interactions and all that, but yeah, it's interesting. I like it.
Yeah, so I'm happy that they changed it because it's it's a totally new aspect of the game, and it's it keeps things rolling. So it's like the game is like it's not like Polytopia 2.0, but or 2, but so it keeps people engaged, I think.
Random guy says battleships and custom houses are weird. I think they mean the new bombers and the new markets.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in this game is weird. I think it just takes some getting used to. Change can be hard. You have to learn the new rules. You have to learn how the new stuff works, and that can be hard. I know people who've been playing this game for years are like, "Oh my god, I don't want to learn all the new rules. I'm done." I've heard that.
Much different interactions now. I've been asking for more mirror matches than anything else, just because like I cannot remember. I don't know which tribes counter which now. Like I have to look at the interactions and play them more before I can know which tribe counters which. So I've been losing a lot of matches that's like, oh, pick any tribe you want. And I'm like, I have absolutely no clue what tribe will not get countered by your tribe.
Yeah, that's true. So like you have to find new ways, and from my perspective, this is like exciting.
It looks like Cloud is got an advantage here.
Are you picking sides?
I am being a neutral observer.
Okay, fair enough.
But as
We'll see
Cloud
about that.
admitted, Cloud plays a lot of Chinchi games. Cloud
I do play a lot of
he's
games.
very experienced. I think Sodium, was it Sodium said he'd do a Zibasi game next?
But yeah, as of right now, he's pushing into me with archers. I'm just doing my best to defend with units.
What's the score?
3570 to 2590.
Gato, show the score real quick. I'm on your screen.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's okay.
2,500.
No, show it. Oh, it doesn't show?
No.
Oh, that's weird. Oh well. Some of the comments said, yeah, I've been playing and I was already bored by battleships. The update is so refreshing. I agree. I think it's refreshing. I think it's good to just change up the meta, you know, because it gets boring if it's the same all the time. And the devs had said that they plan to do more changes. They make that very clear. Like they plan to do a special rework and they may even tweak things again, which, you know, at some point you want them to stop messing around and just leave it alone, but some change is good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just think it looks like Cloud has more cities, has more control of the map. But yeah, Gato, you have those archers. I think that's very effective. Archers works versus swordsman too. Someone is asking, is this an official Polytopia channel? No. This is... Although I do a lot of work with Polytopia, I am not Mijiwan. I am not a developer. I am a volunteer. I don't get paid to do this. I'm just a fan. But this is the channel for PolyChampions, which is the largest competitive Polytopia league. We have more Polytopia players playing competitively than any other group, and we're based on Discord, and we like to showcase and encourage people to come join us. We mostly focus on 2v2 games in PolyChampions. However, we have lots of 1v1 events as well. We have the bullet tournament every month. And right now we're doing a 1v1 off-season event, which is it's kind of a new thing we're trying with betting and chips. And it's mostly just for fun and to practice the new update. But we do have 1v1 events as well.
Oh, a veteran archer. Nice.
Yeah. You don't see those so often. I don't know how useful it is to have a veteran archer. It's better to have veterans when you're going to siege something.
Yeah, but I think if he didn't upgrade it this turn, I could just kill it in one shot. But now I need 2 units to kill it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can do a bit of game analysis while we're playing. So he's kind of pushing into me with archers. I considered going archers of my own. However, I didn't have hunting yet. So I did go hunting considering for archers. But the main reason I didn't, and I'm really glad I didn't actually, is because I saw that he was only training archers and wasn't training like defenses troops in front of it. And so with that, I wasn't too worried about having to snipe his archers from behind. Rather, I can just send like beefy units like swordsmen and walk into him and just kill it that way, which admittedly is less efficient, but it's also cheaper and faster than having to go archery, wait for archers, and so on. Because I kept looking at my income starts per turn, and if I wanted to go archers, I would have had to buy the tech and then wait a turn, or just really not upgrade my cities in order to do that, and I didn't think it was worth delaying that much. Man, I should have done the PolyCalc.
Oh, let's put in a plug for the Poly Calculator. Poly Calculator, are you unsure if you can kill a unit? If a unit can kill you, then don't question anymore. Be sure with the Poly Calculator. Poly Calculator is such a great tool, but again, only available in the Discord. You got to join the Discord to use the Poly Calculator bot. Someone was saying in the chat, You should have popped a giant there. Did you do border expansion? Oh, there, I see a giant.
Yeah.
Oh, over here?
Did you get a park? No, you did border
No, I
expansion.
got a giant. I think.
No, giant.
Yeah, maybe a giant there would have been better. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pop, but 1, 2, 3, 4 of those pop are forestry pop, which right now is worthless.
Yeah, like now looking at it. Okay.
Let's see. Where
Maybe
do I
not
want
the
to
best
place my
decision.
monument? Might place it here.
Get 5 stars.
Yep. And then I can consider getting border growth in the future.
Wait. You can get stop. There's 3 fruit. Why didn't you upgrade that and give 5 stars back?
No, I can do it right now, but I'm also
Okay.
looking. Yeah, like I just want to do this one first. I also thought about putting it here, but I thought that I want border growth here, and if I don't do that, it's going to be a lot more expensive. And if I get border growth here, it's going to be really easy for me to establish naval superiority when it comes to that. I do have sailing. I used it to get an explorer to see how the rest of the map was. I haven't used it yet, but I do think it was still worth it for that vision. Yeah, I'll probably just upgrade the city. And train a swordsman because I want to keep pushing into these archers and call it a day. But yeah, now that he knows his archers are exposed, he's definitely gonna like either put it behind a giant or train up swordsmen. In which case, I'm gonna have to go archery as well. Otherwise, I can't deal with them easily.
Some people are asking about English being the prominent language. And yeah, for Discord, for all the Discord servers, English, at least the ones I'm on, they're all English. But maybe that's because I'm a native English speaker. I do speak French and Spanish, but yeah, PolyChampions League.
And Russian.
I don't really speak Russian. I know like 10 words in Russian.
No, I remember your discussion with
I know
funny.
Yeah.
He's a great Russian speaker.
Yes, but he's learning it in school. I think he's doing it for a literature course or something. He's actually learning it properly.
I thought he was just like messing around.
We should ask Aino. What should we ask Aino? He's involved so much in this channel. We got to give other people a turn.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Forgot about the ruins.
That's okay. That's okay.
No, it's not.
Nobody died. You didn't burn down the house. You got to keep it in perspective. I have made so many dumb mistakes in Polytopia. I can't tell you. I should not admit how many times I have ended my turn without taking a single move. I did that in a pro game last season, and I was just mortified. I was like, take away my rolls now. I do not deserve. And they're like, nope, everybody makes mistakes. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, Reaper's here. Excellent. I'm going to add Reaper in. Hello, Reaper. Oh, well, I thought he was here. Well, when Reaper is on board, he can say hello.
Okay.
Let me switch to Gatos. Are you going to get the ruin now? I want to see. Okay, wait. What do we think? Should we play? What does Tolby do? Let's ask the chat. What do you guys think Gato is going to get from the ruins? Post in the chat. What do you think?
It's Ruin Roulette.
Oh, that's what he calls it. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's play Ruin Roulette. What?
The famous Ruin Roulette.
I'm going to say stars, resources.
Yeah, and there's an even like a theory what you're gonna get if it's like, you know, on the mountain or so
there's
like, I remember this bullet tournament where they could almost, you know, like guess 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a kind of a conspiracy theory among some players that they think they can predict what the ruins are going to get, and they claim like they can predict it like 70% of the time, and I'm like, yeah, but that's not. It doesn't really work.
Okay. So
we see veteran, meditation, explorer.
So let's go. I'm clicking.
I say resources. Let's see.
Okay.
All right.
I'll say pops because I want pops.
You want population? Okay. Hey, explorer.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
So random guy and trashy win the Ruin Roulette. Congratulations.
Nice.
Oh, also Emerald. Lots of people said explore. They were right. Good job. Oh. I see a raft.
Yeah, me too.
2 rafts.
I see just one.
What do you guys think about the raft unit and that it doesn't have any attack at all? I've heard people say that they want it to have like at least 1 attack. Well, how do you think about the raft?
For me, it's fine. So, you know, like it's kind of logic that, you know, once you kind of embark on water, it's like, you know, you don't get immediately some, you know, like fighting capabilities, but yeah, you know, I don't have any, you know, like deep thoughts about rafts. What changed a lot is this, you know, thing that you can upgrade your units only in your borders. So that was kind of a game changer as it comes to naval. Cloud?
Oh yeah, what's up?
What do you think about rafts?
Oh, I think I like them. I feel like it kind of gives you your opponent a chance to damage your units before they become either like a rammer or a scout, like before they can do anything that is different. I feel like I would understand them having or not having attack. If they have attack, it just kind of means that like naval warfare starts a little bit earlier. Like scouts don't really, not scouts. Rafts don't really, you don't really need to upgrade them before you can start fighting. Whereas if they can't be upgraded, it's kind of like you have the opportunity to use them for some exploration or to send them into cities and stuff like that before your opponent gets a tech that can kill them.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see people kind of like supporting them but also like not liking them. Personally, I think them not having an attack is fine as long as like they all don't have attack, like, you know.
And I think it makes sense that you can only upgrade the naval units in your own waters.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit more fair just because like if you throw them all into your opponent's territory and the next turn you upgrade them all into like bombers or something, it's like, oh my god.
It also seems more logical. Like if you're going to build a new boat, you're not going to do it, I don't know, out in the middle of the ocean. But then again, somebody pointed out to me, there's nothing about Polytopia that's logical. Like how can you Get a giant from a ruin. Like, how do you even like dragons? Like, no. So trying to think about it logically is like not a great explanation, but it feels more fitting that you only upgrade in your own waters. Someone is asking about the ice dash break ability. We do have a video explaining all the new changes to the update. There's a link to that in the main page, but it explains about all the Polaris changes, all the Aquarian changes. It's not that long. It's like a 9-minute video.
Mm-hmm.
And Reaper, I'm gonna try again to add Reaper. Are you there, Reaper?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, we can hear you.
There we go. I don't know what was happening. I kept on. I joined and rejoined, and I was trying to talk while I was on stage, but it wasn't really working, so I just rejoined.
And someone's asking in the chat, can you upgrade rafts in an ally territory? Yes, you can upgrade rafts if you have a peace treaty with another player and you're in that peace treaty player's terrain.
That's fairly interesting. Yeah, I mean, that makes going for a defenders a little bit more viable, right? Like if it's like a 2v2 and it's like a massive water battle, it's like a giant lake in the center or something, which often happens. It makes going for defenders, right, that a little bit more helpful, right? Because then you can upgrade your units inside your allies' territory, and you can also get defenders, which are obviously just slightly better on water. So
a user in the chat is saying, I would have given up on this match by now. How are you feeling, Gato? Do you want to keep playing?
Yeah, I'm cool.
I was going to say we could let Reaper have a turn. Go ahead.
I think I still have some chances. So.
Mm-hmm. I don't. I'm not one of those players that plays till the bitter end. If I take a look at it and I'm like,
I don't see everything, so I'm kind of in.
Okay,
in the
but
dark.
what's the score? Like he probably has 2,000 more points than you.
No, it's just 1,300. So we are not that far apart. Okay, I see a giant.
Reaper, are you one of those people that plays until the bitter end? No, right? You give up if you know you can't win.
Absolutely not. A majority of players, if especially PolyChampions players, if they realize that they're in a dead loss position, right? Like here, Cloud, is kind of cut off the rest of the map. From Gato. Gato can't see that, but I mean, he knows that that Cloud has a majority, of the board. He also has water access, which is really big right now. I think this game will be over in the next couple of turns.
I'm about to get this next turn.
I know, it's going to be great.
But I don't see any starfish.
I'm on 2 of them.
Oh, wait, I'm not looking at yours. Wait.
Oh.
Yeah, there they are. 2 starfish. And the Juggernaut is coming. What do you guys think about the Stomp? Personally, I don't like Stomp, not because I don't like it, but I don't like ability creep. I don't like that Mijuan keeps adding new abilities and stuff. Like, I don't want the game to get too complicated. I like to me, the beauty of Polytopia is its simplicity, and then the more complicated it gets, I feel like it loses something special. But what do you guys think about Stomp?
I feel like it's interesting. It makes a giant like because with Stiff it makes it a lot weaker, but with Stomp I feel like it kind of evens it out a little bit. Just because like the best way to deal with a unit that doesn't have defense or doesn't hit back is to just throw a bunch of weak units at it, or cheap units at it, not weak units. But then because they have Stomp and they can do like splash damage, it makes it a little bit less vulnerable to those cheap units, because it can kind of like, if you can't kill it immediately and you throw like 5 cheap units at it all lined up in a line, it can immediately damage like 3 of them at least, depending on how it's spaced out.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, yeah, it's a weird feature. You know, it has the splash damage, like kind of like a dragon, but I mean, once it like lands on land, right, then it doesn't really have that feature anymore unless it goes back on water, which it would either have to capture that city, and like, you know, get a port there or something. But I think, I mean,
second
for
best
just
swordsman.
its landing purposes, right? Just for like, you know, going to like sit on a city or something. You know, I think that's kind of, I mean, it's okay. So, you know, it'd be another thing if it can like constantly do that. You know, like it like goes next to land and it just like stomps or something and it's still in like the boat or something. Now that would be kind of crazy. Because then you're just, you know, it's a massive a splash thing that you probably don't want to, you know, have it go land on a city, right? But I think it's okay.
I think it's interesting that the Juggernaut has its stomp ability when it goes into a port or when it disembarks. Just that one turn when it gets out of the boat, it still does stomp.
Yeah, I mean, and I think it's okay, right? Because, you know, it doesn't really, because it can't attack back, right? The Juggernaut or whatever,
Right,
if it
because
like
it
gets hit
has
by like
that
a scout.
stiff, right?
Yeah,
Yes, stiff.
yeah, and so
Yeah, it has stiff. Yeah.
you know, it makes it extremely vulnerable in the water. And giants aren't really. I mean, they're mostly a land unit, right? I mean, yeah, you can put them in the water and stuff, but I think what Midgewan is trying to do is he's trying to get everyone away from like putting giants, you know, and I think it's an attempt to get giants, you know, out of the water. Just because, I mean, you know, in the last update, right, there was, you know, giant battleships and those things were freaking crazy. Now in this, you know, meta, I'd say you have bombers, but you know, you can't really do that with a juggernaut. I don't think. And so, you know, I think it kind of stems into, you know, it makes defenders and swordsmen a little bit useful. Um, Although I know they took a fortify away from swordsmen, which I I really dislike that. Like swordsmen like, I mean, they're slow, you know, and they're kind of beefy, but without that, like, you know, fortify ability, right? They're just, I think they lost a lot. Because, you know, instead of it taking, you know, like, you know, 5 hits to kill them on a, you know, on a city or something, now it's just, well, double swordsman and your city's gone, right? I had a 1v1 with Cloud Glider actually,
Oh
where
yeah.
I was faced with that same situation. It was impossible for me to defend a city because swordsman, it didn't have fortify, and so I couldn't train anything there. And I
There's a
found that
village
happening
here.
quite a few times. So
But I agree with the logic of taking this, you know, 45 because it's, you know, it's a swordsman, so defenders are the defensive units. So I think that defenders should be, you know, like have the defense bonuses and swordsmen be swordsmen, you know, like mostly, you know, like have this attack ability. So yeah.
yeah, I mean, I can also understand that logic as well.
Bye-bye, all those giants. All the giants going bye-bye. Juggernaut stomping. How you feeling now, Gato?
Much worse. Yeah. Now I see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm surprised by this generation. I thought there'd be more cities.
This is
But-
a lakes map. It feels
Yeah.
like a really weird lake.
Yeah, no. With the last update, it seems like like villages around the edge are it's not like as common anymore. Which is like fine, right? There's ways to differentiate and find out where villages are, but
Yeah, I
I
was
think
really
it definitely
surprised by
makes it a
this
lot more
village.
interesting.
Okay, I'll have my stump and then I'll resign.
Oh, okay. GG's. I think
Yeah.
that was it.
Jeez.
So let's look at the replay real quick, and maybe Reaper, you can give us some insight on what the players could have done differently.
Alrighty. Let me see.
From
I
my
don't know how to
side or from
stream.
Gato's side?
Oh,
Okay.
can't you see both from a replay?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
you
who do you want to stream the replay?
Yeah.
Do you want me to stream the replay? I don't know how to stream. I've never. used
That's all right. I'm watching Cloud right now. Cloud,
Okay.
let's have you
Okay.
do it. Yeah. So spawn wise,
This is my spawn. I'm kind of landlocked, but I do have like I see the city immediately. I don't have 2 tier 1 techs in my cap, but yeah, overall it's a fair shin spawn. I completely forgot it was lakes. There was this one water tile, but I just didn't really notice it. It wasn't until I got into like this city and then moved again that I realized it was
you're
lakes.
just on autopilot thinking it's drylands.
Mine
On
was
the other
terrible.
hand,
Oh
he
yeah.
has a like pure water.
That's
spawn.
really rough.
That's really fast.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
actually
okay.
couldn't even compete for this middle city because I had to make a move towards south instead of going
I'm surprised
straight
you
to the
didn't go
center.
more water focused. Like you went archery really early to play aggressive, but with the amount of space in between us, it wasn't as threatening just because like the only unit you could really siege me with early game is warriors, and as long as I just have 2 warriors in the back that your archers can't reach, I can just unsiege.
So
I
you
don't
would
know.
have
So like
gone.
I always have this fear that my opponent will like overwhelm me even with the warriors.
I see.
So I went like straight to archery to kind of
Embrace the oceans. This is a new path.
Okay.
This is oceans naval.
Sorry.
That's okay. Let's keep going. We're
Yeah.
only on turn
Mhm.
0. We got to move forward.
But yeah, just looking at spawn, it looks like I
Oh,
have a
come
lot
on.
easier
It's like,
access to these 4 cities.
there was very little I could have, done.
I just noticed something. Pause on your stream, Cloud. You can actually determine that there's actually not a village in this like south of your it looks
We
like
were
you have a
talking about
village there.
that. We were
Yeah,
talking about that before.
There's like a small chances of village like right here, but I was like, I'm not gonna destroy my
Yeah.
expansion just for the possibility of a city.
Yeah. Plus, you can see the mine that's double east, and that's it's a better guarantee that there's possibly a village there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we talked about that before you joined Reaper. Yeah.
And I think Gato, where is it Gato? Oh no, Gato's red. Over here, there is this bear mountain here. So I guess he is headed towards this mountain.
Mhm.
But from this bear mountain, we know that within these 3 tiles right here, there's definitely
no
not a
village.
Yeah. I'm surprised he skipped over this village though.
Right.
But
I thought it was kind of mine, so I was
no,
like,
that's
He thought it's
going for
uncontested. He wanted,
expansion.
towards the middle of the map. Because
okay.
some people do that. They're like, well, if it's uncontested, I can leave it and get it later. So you go for mining. Totally makes sense.
I'll go for mining as well.
Yeah. You do have a lot more mines, Cloud, in your cities.
I do.
You do.
Yeah. After the update, Shin has changed to just like, how many mines do you have?
It was always kind of like that, wasn't it?
Well, before you could go math with like if you have a lot of forests, you could go math, and it would still be really viable because like if your opponent has a lot of mines, they're probably gonna smith rush and go for giants.
You got an explorer and you got the lighthouse, so you could use that to upgrade your capital. That's great.
Yeah.
In fact, 5 stars back.
Yeah, and another thing is because I can have eyes on this lighthouse, I can see whether or not he has it.
Vision.
And because I know he
Mhm.
doesn't have it, this warrior walks all the way over here to try to find
Yeah.
this lighthouse, and I'm able to prevent him from finding the lighthouse by just hitting him once and putting my. Although it weakens my warrior, but
Mhm.
because I did that, I was able to prevent him from finding the lighthouse for a few turns. He does
All
find
right.
it in the end with a rider when I'm given the choice between killing his archer and his rider, and I was like, well, his rider's dead anyways. I'll just kill this archer. But
That explorer was very useful. Yeah.
it was very useful. Here I go sailing for the explorer.
Oh,
I
you-
like the sailing play. Yeah, trying to.
that's smart.
Yeah.
It didn't. You didn't really need it because there wasn't so much. Like it did stay mostly on land, but that's always a good idea if you're going to get an explorer on the coast. If you get sailing, it can go further into the water. Yeah. Now we get another lighthouse giving that population. I think that's kind of cool that finding a lighthouse gives one population to your capital. And in both cases here, it allowed you to use another mine to level up and get 5 stars back.
Yep.
Mhm.
So here, over here, it was when I hit his warrior. Because I'm like, okay, I know he's on a mountain, but I don't want him to find that lighthouse in 2 turns. So I was like, I can hit it and try to bait him to kill me, and then train a warrior here to kill it next turn.
Yeah, I thought you were baiting me, and
But I also realized that he has archery, so I was like, I kind of messed up. It's probably not gonna work. But he ends up just healing. So I did I train a rider? I trained a rider to kill it, and yeah, luckily I was able to.
Yeah,
prevent
this is
it.
actually a pretty. I'd say lucky for you, Cloud, because the warrior's on 6 health and you only have 5 health, so like you can just move forward and you can't really do anything about it unless you get riding here, right?
Yeah, I did go riding here and train a rider.
Yeah. Okay. So you couldn't move forward anyways.
The only thing I was worried about is if he moves here, because then like it's out of my rider's range, and I was like, there's no way I'm committing to roads to prevent 1 pop. Yeah, train riders. Oh yes, but as I was saying, here when this turn was when I was deciding, do I want to save up for archery, or do I want to go riding? Riding was 8 stars, so with archery I wouldn't have been able to do it this turn anyways. But I do decide to go for riding because I see that even though there's this like mountain range that's gonna be really restraining to my movement, I think that because right now, from what I can see, you're just spamming archers, so they're pretty defenseless. So with riders, I can play a little bit more aggressive as opposed to archers, because riders, like when they kill, they advance and they can move again. So I can retreat them out of range. And if you don't have anything hiding your or like anything in front of your archers, I don't really need archers of my own to kind of like hit the back line. I can just train riders and throw them into you.
Yeah.
And it's just a cheaper tech.
Yeah. that
yeah,
makes
and you had
sense.
this range of mountains that was like
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
you're
I
blocked
couldn't
by if we
do
freeze on
too
your
much
side,
about
Cloud.
it.
Can you
There is.
freeze?
There's this line of mountains blocking. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a line of forests and mountains. So like riding is, I'm not gonna say useless because it's not like useless, right? Because he
It
doesn't
just
have vision
really
fully.
hindered. I was
But,
actually
yeah.
really surprised you didn't siege here. I was unsure if it was a mistake or if you were actually trying not to siege. But I think it works out in your favor because if you had sieged, I would have killed it with
Yeah, I
with
played
warriors like you
defensively,
did.
so I knew that you have units, so it kind of, like it would expose my archers to your, warriors and
Yeah.
riders. So I'd rather, like kind of keep you away than,
I
like
see. Yeah, if you sieged, I was going to be able to hit one of
Yeah,
your archers.
easily.
So
Yeah.
I was hoping you would siege, but you didn't. And I was like,
You didn't fall for your trap.
but
Good job,
I
guys.
hit it anyways with the 1 HP.
Yeah, I think Gato's just kind of stuck in that side, and Cloud was able to expand just on land. You got a lot farther. You had
Yeah,
access.
it was like 5 against 3,
Yeah.
and he also had the sailing, so he would have
Mhm.
gotten this village in the
Right.
northern corner. So
I do think roads was a really big commitment, though.
uh,
Yeah,
I
because
don't-
roads are so much different now. They cost more, and like you said, there's mountains, and
I
you
don't
can't
know. I
use.
was hoping for like a kind of lucky siege, and then that you wouldn't be able to, like unsiege, maybe like snipe your capital or something. Yeah.
You got very unlucky with the village density you got to. Like I would have expected like probably like 2 or maybe 3 more villages on your side, right? Just going up that left
Yeah,
side
like over
to the
here
north.
it's just completely barren.
But yeah, no, everything is just null and void because of that one village up in the north. Just like covers everything. So
And I couldn't afford sailing.
I wonder if
I
things
thought
would have
about
been
it.
different if you went sailing instead of archery.
Like from the beginning, from the very
Yeah,
beginning,
like
sitting
if
on
you
the
got
water.
this
just to like
village,
help yourself expand, you probably would have had it would have been 5 to 4 actually. I think.
Yeah,
if you
but
went
also
for
there is a
sailing.
problem with this, like middle lake, that it's like, it's not like a straight line, so I would have to kind of go, around it, and obviously, I wouldn't be able to go, like take the south route.
But I mean, if you did
Because
get this
you're
village,
already
this village in the back is yours, so it would have been one.
Yeah,
two,
sure. It's like, maybe,
equals.
but it was more obvious that you, like,
It was a tough spawn.
Yeah.
It was a tough spawn. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think from here, I'm gonna be honest. I think you're in a dead loss position because
Yeah,
Cloud's
from
just
here,
gonna
it's just
control the
close enough.
water, and it looks
Yeah.
like he's steadily pushing into you, and so I don't really see
Yeah.
any way to really fight back. And if you do
I
end up
actually
getting,
did not realize this was your capital for the longest time.
Okay.
Wait, what? Don't you know how to see a capital?
I mean, I did realize eventually, but I was just like, because normally capitals aren't this far like in the middle, so I didn't really like think about it. I was just thinking, wow, that's a really bad city.
Yeah.
I thought his capital was like further in the corner, but yeah.
Well, for
No,
the viewers, there are 2 ways to tell which the capital is. One, it has a unique little image. It has like this
Yeah.
little
Can you zoom in?
tower.
Yeah.
It has this little tower, but you can also just click on a city. I don't think you can do it in the replay, but in the
And the
game,
Yeah, I can't do it in the replay.
you
and the
can click
third
on the city and
third
it'll
way
tell
is
you.
like that the name is,
Oh,
underlined.
it has a little underline. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's right. So
Oh,
there's
I
3
didn't know
ways.
that way. I only knew the first 2 ways.
Yeah,
But
look,
this, like, little
Shagu has a
crown
line
thing.
under, and it has the little crown next to it in
Yeah.
the name.
The underlined names are
It
the
almost
Next
looks like the swordsman is wearing a crown.
Yeah.
Okay, GG's once again.
But yeah, GG's.
So maybe someone could play Reaper, because we
Yeah.
yeah, I'm down to play someone.
So could you like create a game and then put the invite link in the chat so somebody can.
Trashy wants to play you, Reaper.
Yeah.
Oh, Trashy wants to play me? Okay.
Trashy asked first. Trashy goes,
Alright.
and I'm gonna actually have to go, but Gato, you can stay and
sure.
answer the chat and stuff. Okay. Thanks, Cloud. Thanks, Reaper. Thanks, Gato.
Thank you.
We'll hold
yeah.
it down.
Bye.
Don't worry.
Gato's in charge.
Alrighty. Sounds
See
good.
ya.
I'm taking over.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty. So I need to figure out how to. So whenever I exit this like app or whatever, because like I'm in the app right now, so I'm trying to see if I can like close it, or not close it, but I need to find the way to stream.
But are you on Steam or? Your
No,
phone?
no, I'm mobile. I'm on my phone.
Okay, so then no way you can do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like unless it's like you share the link and then somebody will stream, but they are not here. So yeah, so it has to be Cloud. Okay, could you play another game?
Oh, me? Yeah, I can play another game.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I can just comment on it the whole time.
Yeah. Let's comment. Yeah. So this application that we are using is like is desktop or laptop only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I only play on mobile, so it's a little tricky. Emerald is asking if we play a 1 viewer game per stream. do we play more than one viewer game per screen?
No, I'll be like we can switch, but not like see both screens if it's the thing you are asking.
Oh, so who am I playing?
So Trashy was asking to play, and then there was another person.
Emerald.
Sodium. So you pick your opponents.
Eastpark had to go and do something.
Yeah,
we don't
Sodium says he'll destroy you. So
Oh,
maybe
maybe we play somebody who won't destroy me.
so you can go with
I
Trashy.
appreciate not being publicly humiliated.
So you can go with Trashy. I don't know how good he is, but
Okay, look, he's also pretty good.
so you can play random as well. It's like fine.
Okay, we can play with Trashy.
Okay.
Are we friends on Steam? Or are we doing this through link, Trashy?
So he says no.
Okay, what's your Steam username? I'll add you. Or I mean, what's your account? I'll add you from my Steam account. My Steam account is Mossy Fern. Send me a friend request there, or I can send you one. Okay. All right, I sent you a friend request. Okay, what are we playing? Do you want to host?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so tell me where the link is, or like how we're doing this. Oh, okay. What tribe is this?
He wants to do Imperius. How fun! I know a lot about Imperius.
Oh yeah, Reaper is the Imperius Master. Reaper and Sunny Master are the best Imperius players I know.
Okay, let's go.
It's an unlucky.
Yeah, those mountains. Yeah.
Yeah. So we know that there's no villages based off those clear tiles. You really only have like. I mean, you can expand 3 ways actually. You can either expand towards the west first or go south.
For those who don't know, Imperius has a 100% resource rate within one tile of the city. So if there's empty tiles like this, we know for 100% certainty that there's no village within these 3 tiles because of this one, and these 3 tiles because of this one.
Yay, first village.
Nice. Okay, so it looks like there's no. Okay, you didn't go south, which was good because there's another empty tile there.
Yeah.
So you'll probably have to expand up to your north village, and I mean you can get the lighthouse there too, which is actually pretty useful.
But yeah, normally you can consider going for either 3 warriors or you can go riding, but because I see all these barren tiles, I know that there's not a village like immediately here. So I think riders for
So
faster.
what about north? Is there a village in this
Yeah, I'm
north
sending
corner?
a warrior. Yes, there is.
Okay.
Nah.
can either get an explorer here first and try to find him, or I can go riders. But because I'm already this far to the west and I don't see him yet, I don't think he's in this corner. He's either in this corner or this corner. I mean, there's a chance, but I don't like my chances of going explorer here to find him right now. So instead, I'm gonna go rider and go for the explorer next turn.
Yep. I think that was right. I mean, you could have also went for a workshop there.
That's true, but I wanted a rider out this turn.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. If you do workshop, you could do just double rider next turn, and not to mention it would also give you just an additional population on that city, just so you can spam riders from there. But I don't hate the rider on turn 3. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Moving on to the village. Here I'm going to send my warrior this way first, just to clear the fog so I can kind of shape the explorer a little bit. And let's see what vision it gives me. Oh, he was right there. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
but not in the corner. He came from the south. Okay, you can see
Okay,
everything.
good to know. So that village is there. That means there's probably no villages like here. Maybe another empty tile. It's looking a little rough.
So what your next moves will be, like going farming, or rather, hunting and forestry?
Doesn't look like there's a lot of upgrades for me with anything, honestly. Like farming gets me 1 upgrade in this city, but no upgrades here. Gets me 1 upgrade here. Hunting gets me 1 upgrade here, but that's it. So it's looking like I'm gonna need to invest in a lot of diverse tech just to upgrade these cities, which is really unfortunate. But we'll see what happens, I guess.
Well, why not? I mean, I know this seems kind of unreasonable, but why not buy roads pre-capture, and then?
Yeah, I feel like roads might actually be one of the
It'll just help you expand a
better
little bit.
plays here, just because I can link these cities up, and because like this density is not looking great for me, so roads would help with being able to connect and reach them better. It is a tad expensive, but I think I do agree with that play. And then because he has 2 units here, I do think I should train a unit here so he can't get a free siege. But yeah, it looks like I'm being expanded a little here because he has the center city to just, if he keeps
So it's like
expanding
4
this
against 3 right now. Yeah.
cut me off. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna move this warrior up to go for that lighthouse and get another explorer here, which is kind of a little taxing on my income, but I need to see what there is and stuff. Okay, that makes me feel a tiny bit better that I can move on right there. Oops.
Yeah. So there's a chance you'll be, like fairly even, like with the villages if this siege holds.
So if he has roads, he can actually road in and siege the city. So I'm gonna move my units this way. And instead of training a rider here, I'm gonna train a rider here. So if he tries to siege, I can break it still.
Looks good. It looks like Trashy has a pretty good density, I'd say, for areas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunate for me, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he also has 2 mountain runes as well, which is really, really nice. If he gets like star just one of them, I mean, he's just gonna start going crazy. Because that's just how Imperious is, right? You connect everything Grand Bazaar Giant on turn. It depends on obviously, if you can get lucky. But like I still got a Grand Bazaar and Park of Fortune and everything in like turn 8 or turn 9 or whatever. So like it's still pleasable to go for Rider Roads with Imperious.
Okay, so looks like if I take this village, I'm not going to be able to hold it. So instead, I'm going to hit this warrior, kill it, and try to move out of range. I don't know where he has vision. Did he get an explorer here? He did. Oh, that's rough. Guess I just move it back this way. Move you up. Train another rider.
Why not step on ruins?
Because he can. They're at 5 health. He just kills them.
Oh, okay, it's 5 health. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, this is looking like a difficult spot to be in right now. Oh, okay. Yep, that's GG's. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the resign button there.
Yeah.
I just don't see a way to come back from that.
Mm-hmm.
Really unlucky.
GG's. But yeah, losing those 2 cities, like my expansion shut down and getting that ruin is pretty big too.
Mm-hmm. So let's. Could we make a replay review?
Sure. Okay, so based on spawn. Oh wow, his village density.
Oh, okay. So
is
this was
really bad.
the capital. Okay, I thought it was a city that he claimed later.
Yeah, so it looks like I have these 2 villages within 2 tiles. He has these 2 villages within 2 tiles. But right after these 2 cities, I do have like a bit of a barren area, which he does too. It's just not as big. Yeah, let's see how it plays out. Oh, let me turn replay for.
Yeah, folk. Yeah.
So we both find our first village on turn 1, which is great. He goes with 3 warriors because he has 3 directions he can send his units. He also goes for riding. And early explorer. Does it reveal? Nope, does not reveal the lighthouse, but it does give him decent vision, I would say. Here's when I find him. Gets the meeting stars. Also, he gets roads this early. Okay, I didn't know that. I also grab roads here.
Yeah, I find it a little interesting. I mean, I should have said something earlier, but like getting that explorer up in the north for you, I think probably a bit of a misplay. Just because you know that like he's in the west, and you can see that his middle city, that's where he is, right?
That's true. But I feel like if I didn't have that vision, I wouldn't have been able to do this play. Like, if without the vision, I think I would have moved onto the village, like just by moving. Let's see. I think I would have moved this rider onto this fruit, and then this rider onto the village, and I wouldn't have been able to see that he's able to like immediately kill my rider right after. I mean, maybe I would have. Let's see. I go for the explorer, but over here, let's see how he moves his units. Oh no, never mind. I would have known that he would have been able to knock me off. Yeah, maybe going for the explorer there was a little bit too risky because my eco was very low. But yeah, at this point,
that's GG's,
it's 100% over. Oh,
Yeah.
just because he has the rest of the map. I'm stuck on 3 cities, maybe a fourth one, but it just doesn't look good. Do I even have vision on that fourth one? Oh, I do have vision on the fourth one. No, I don't have vision on the fourth one. So I was like, I feel like I would have noticed the 5 fruit and been happy with it. But yeah, from this position, he just has more units than me and a more center city, so it's difficult for me to be able to make a play for the rest of the map. He just slowly cuts me off, and that's game.
Yeah, so a comment from Trashy. One more game, Cloud Glider, and then we'll finish, because this one was a fast one.
Sure, we can do one more.
So there is the Emerald Vixen. Are you friends on Steam?
I don't think I've heard of this person. Okay. Oh, and Cosmos is also a junior player on PolyChamps on Team Jets, so Crop Duster for the junior team. He's come a long way. When he was a Nova, he was low on the lower end of the rankings, but right now he's really worked his way up, and yeah, he's become a solid player.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, Emerald's a Nova. Okay, yeah. Well, you can send me a friend request onto Mossy Fern, because that's my Steam account, so I can stream.
Okay, let's wait for the invitation. Maybe you could share some thoughts on the coming bullet, because it will be, I think, the first one in the after the update.
Oh, I feel like.
Are you playing, or
when is it? Is it next weekend?
9th, yeah.
I don't think the form is out yet. Is it?
I don't know. I mean, it'll probably be posted in probably a couple days. But
I have to think about it. I do have finals coming up, and bullet takes a while, but I'll think about it. But I think with the lighthouses on a tiny map, they will really affect like how early you giant and stuff like that. Forestry being nerfed is definitely going to slow down when you get giants. So I feel like we're going to have to see how adaptable our bullet players are just with playing a different strat. Because I feel like with bullet, normally there's like the normal strategy is you rush out a giant and you throw into your opponent, and your opponent either does the same or they kind of like play a more expansion route and go for more cities, stuff like that. But with forestry being nerfed, the fastest way to giant is gone. So expansion is going to be a lot stronger. And yeah, so I feel like we'll see a lot more of the early game tussle with like riders and archers and a lot of more focus on micro.
Yeah, I had a very interesting game against Funny after the update. We did a bullet. It was an IMO game. And I feel like we're going to see a lot of spawns that have the lighthouse in them, which will obviously make getting that first like initial upgrade. It's going to be a little bit faster. I think the pace of the game, like it's already a bullet game. But, like if you do, like if both opponents spawn with like a lighthouse or whatever, they can go for a workshop just like one turn sooner and everything like that. So I think we might see that from a couple players, and I think it's going to speed up the pace of the game. And I think like expansion wise, like as long as you have like if you've got like on one city, like early on in bullet, and you can kind of just try and like snowball from that, just like upgrade and snowball. I think you'll be fine. My game with Eno, it was a 3 versus 3, and I managed to get the Eye of God monument, which I think we're also going to see a lot of players try and go for that as well, because going for explorers and trying to find all the lighthouses on a tiny map you can do it. It's pretty easy. And so like just having that extra
Possible,
monument,
yeah.
I think is we're going to see like maybe earlier giants if they have the like good resources, or just a lot better snowball in those positions.
Did you get the emeralds friend request?
Yes, I
Hello?
did.
Okay.
You can host Emerald.
Okay.
Just let me know what tribe we're playing.
Yeah, and if you could do like one more, like a water map, so continents or yeah, it can be Archie,
Could go to 56 Archie.
but maybe smaller, because
small. Okay, small.
normal will take time. So let's go small.
I've been seeing a lot of players play Kiku 256 Archie. I think it's just because everyone's trying to get used to the new water update, which I don't blame them. It's definitely like a big change.
The lucky summer.
Well, I have no idea which way you're going to expand, Cloud. This is so hard to decide.
Yep. Anyways, this one is not the worst.
So many
but
options.
Again, it's kind of I do wish I had vision on this though. Yay, village.
You have plenty of fish if you have border. There's a starfish right away.
Oh, you're not going to move?
No, because I don't think there's like maybe I could have moved it here, but it's okay.
Yeah, where you're 1 star short of
of a
port.
port. So
Yeah, and I think you're going to get a port, and I mean, I guess you could get a port in your capital first, but that looks
Why
like there's
going for
definitely
an
a
explorer instead of a workshop here?
well, I wanted vision on the rest of the map just to see
Okay.
like what direction I want to explore on future turns. So it looks like there's fish here, and because this village is just so far, I might actually go for port in my capital next turn first, and just hope that there's something here, because this looks pretty barren. I could have moved this warrior, but I don't think I didn't want to, because I want to port and go for this village after, or maybe something over there.
Yeah, sure.
See if there's anything here. Nope, that is really rough.
Ocean. How are you score-wise?
Looks like they're ahead by 300 points.
So what's your prediction? How many villages or cities do they have?
I feel like they're at 1800. Okay, I feel like they probably are on three or four cities, something like that, depending on what text they have and how much vision they have, like whether they want to explore or workshop, stuff like that. I'm not the best at score counting, so
Okay.
Yeah, I think just based off score, I think Trashy has 3 villages at most.
There they are. Okay. Now, if you could take this village there, it's like
yeah, it looks like it might be a bit of a stretch.
Oh, you missed an upgrade. I feel like I guess that port isn't entirely useful though if you do that on capital.
Yeah.
So they expanded south.
I was thinking I might want to go for org for this upgrade, just so that I can branch into defenders and have more powerful naval units. Oh, really? Okay, I think I'd do this first because I'll probably want to do that anyways.
Oh, unlucky.
Okay. Oh, so he's Kiku with the skin. Oh, dang. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bummer.
Looks like you both got hit with the same situation. How much is Nav?
Nav right now is 16.
Okay.
So I'll have just enough to snag it next turn. Oh, I feel like he moved on to a village. Interesting. I'm just gonna move this guy back. Don't really see a point in doing anything with that one. Pretty sure he moved on to a village, so I'm gonna hit it once so I can kill and siege next turn. Warrior here. Put you into a scout. Yeah, so he's probably gonna try to kill this one.
So you took navigation for the starfish, not for bombers right now, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
think you might just go for your city instead. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a siege, yes. Ooh, more scouts.
I don't know if he forgot to claim that village or
What is that?
he didn't claim the village, which is interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, first lighthouse.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
that's nice.
Actually, a question to you guys. Is it possible to play the Steam version of Polytopia on your mobile if you like log in through the like on the web?
Sorry?
No, I don't know because on mobile I have to have this app like on my screen or whatever. Like I can't like go to like I can't like essentially close it. Otherwise it'll just kick me out of the stream. So I don't think so.
No, I was asking if it's possible to play the Steam version of the Polytopia on mobile. So like if you log in through the web, I think that there is even an app, like a Steam app on mobile.
Emerald said you could play Steam Polytopia through mobile with a
Mhm.
streaming application like remote desktop.
Okay. Maybe we'll try this out.
I'm not gonna lie, Cloud. This is looking kind of bad.
Yeah,
It is indeed.
doesn't look good. You lost that city. Okay.
Yeah.
Will we siege this one in the like center? That one that he forgot. So with the warrior.
Yep. But I'm gonna do it this way. So I can still claim this.
Finally, defenders.
Yep.
More power.
More power indeed. Ooh, rammers. Okay.
I think he's going for your capital.
Man.
Yeah.
This ain't looking good.
It really ain't.
Maybe put a bomber in the back so it can defend the capital.
Yeah, probably. see what to do.
Yeah, this is rough.
I think I just train defender. That there.
He'll siege next turn. Will you be able to knock him off if you get a bomber?
Oh wait, I just realized I might not be able to afford a bomber. Lol.
Yeah.
But it should be okay because I can just put a port here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Wait, 1, 2. Let's hope he doesn't do that. Okay. Anyways.
Bombers are gonna be fun.
Mm. Yeah, but if he sieges, then I think he wouldn't be able to afford a bomber.
Yeah, I'm not going for bombers this turn.
Ah,
Yeah, you can't
okay,
even
so
get
it's a
it.
warrior siege. So then 2 scouts and you're good.
Oh, I'm not going for a scout either.
Oh, okay. Oh, giant push.
The giant is gonna get annihilated. But it does buy you some time.
Yeah, I can try to attack him from the south. It's like he's a bit of exposed there. I think he invested too many resources in this push against your capital.
I think if you can sustain his push or whatever, I think you're in a better position then.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah,
Oh,
losing that city in the south was costly.
Yeah, losing this city hurt.
Yeah, but from his perspective, the one that's further south, the one that he, I think he forgot to claim earlier, and then you took it.
If he claimed it, I would have just sieged it a turn earlier, so I don't think it mattered. I don't know if it was a mistake or if it's intentional, though.
But I think at that point you had 2 scouts. No, maybe no.
I had 2 scouts, but he was at 5 HP, so I had to kill with
okay.
one and siege with the other.
Mm.
That's why I sent the 2 scouts there. Otherwise, I would have held back because I needed them up in the north. But it's because I knew I could take it from him that I sent them both down there.
Could you zoom in your capital a bit? So, okay, so you have 2 farms there. No, 3. Extra 3. Okay. So another giant.
I was surprised you didn't go for like aquaculture early on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good point, but think it's just been too expensive, which is why I haven't been going
Yeah.
for it. But yeah, but I can get it now. Upgrade that. Put you into the water. Let's see.
Sondium sends some positive thoughts. Cloud, prepare to perish.
Man, that's annoying. Kill you first. I'm pretty sure you get killed by both of them, so. Over here, kill that. Doop, doop.
Why not giant on the water?
Oh, because I wanted to kill that warrior.
So you're going like by land to this middle city, or what's your plan?
Yeah, probably go for land because it's easier, and I can get another giant to
Mhm.
go into the water if I
Sure. Mhm.
want to. But I don't think not quite this turn. I think this turn why can I not click that? Just get up a few units. This
I
would be
think getting another defender like in the east, just because you're getting like easily gonna get pop capped in your front cities, right? So
You're right. But yeah, this is looking a lot more comfortable now.
yeah.
Yeah, he pushed back, and now it's like it will be difficult for him to get you, because now you are on 5 cities. He's probably on like 3.
I think his main
4.
problem
Yeah,
is
maybe.
he spent everything in that push, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't
Mhm.
think he could afford rammers to go like not ramming, to go what's it called? Aquaculture and rammers that early. Like it probably cost him his entire eco, so he wasn't able to upgrade cities. Although we are seeing a
Mhm.
giant coming out now. I might get border growth in this city actually. It's gonna be a little expensive, but I do want these fish and the space.
Do you think you will go like markets, or
I don't
it
think
won't
so, just
take
because like
that long?
just because markets require a tier 3 tech, and I'm not going for math,
Mhm.
smith, or construction really.
Okay, so it will
Right?
be just
Because
like.
all ports do is it quote unquote doubles the income, but 2 times 0 is still 0.
Mhm. Yeah. So naval battle.
Man, I did not want him to see those.
Emre is asking, what are your in-game elos?
Who's asking?
Emre.
What's my in-game elo? It's like 1100. I don't play on this Steam account.
Mm-hmm.
I only
And
use
on mobile?
general mobile. I don't know. It's like 1400. I never really tried to push for elo though, so I cannot tell you.
Yeah, we don't really PolyChampions. We don't really care about in-game elo. But yeah, I mean, mine floats around just 1400. But yeah, no, I don't know a lot of. I mean, there are.
Actually, if I get a bomber here, he can't reach it. Lol.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
But I don't think it's worth it right this turn, just because it will shut him down here, but I can just get upgraded another turn. Instead, I think, do I have to kill that warrior? Because otherwise, I am pop capped. I guess I have to. There were probably other ways of dealing with it, but I didn't think it was worth it because I want to do this. This is an expensive border growth, but I do want it.
Yeah, so like eSpark said before, we have 2 kinds of elos, so or maybe even 3. So if someone is playing on Steam, there's 1 elo, for each account, mobile and Steam, and we also have an elo ranking on PolyChamps. Yeah, but together you have to be on the server. So we encourage you to join PolyChamps if you want to play with the best of the best and see their actual rankings, right? How high are you in the PolyChamps rankings
Wait, who?
with elo?
Huh? Eno is number 1, right? Or Eno's number 2, I think.
Yeah,
TR
no.
is number 1.
Yeah, TR has like 1900 elo or whatever. Something
Oh
crazy.
my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you guys?
I'm actually pretty low right now because I haven't been pushing, but right now I think I'm at like 1290, 1300 in that range.
Yeah, right now I'm floating around the 1300 mark, but I've gotten to like number 6, number 4 on the leaderboard with like 1550 or whatever, which is pretty high. But yeah, no, then I dropped a bunch because I took a break for a little while. So, but I'm getting back into the game, so hopefully I can start climbing again.
Okay, so he does have 2 juggernauts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like those. So I'm not a big fan of those like regular juggernauts, but the ones from this Kiko skin are like quite fun. It's like, you know, this giant in a barrel. Looks fun.
Take care of that. I could do that and hit it once, but I wasn't heal that.
I mean, I think if it's like a defender bomber, though, that'd be pretty. I think that's like, I mean, the best that you can get.
That's true.
Yeah, go for bombers. We didn't have them yet on our stream.
I could also go for this one, but it would be lower
That
health.
bomber looks really good.
Yeah,
though.
but this
Freaking
like then
splash.
you get splash and
Yeah.
you hit.
Well, this will
Theo.
kill this, but how much damage does it do to this?
It's a good question.
Let's find out, guys.
Yes, do it.
7.
It's even
All right,
4.
I'll take it.
So not bad.
It was a good trade.
You just need to make sure you have units this turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna start moving things. Move this guy up here. Try to be sneaky with him. I can train 1 defender. Do I want him here or here? I
I
think
would
with
say
this,
in your south city.
yeah,
just
I think with
'cause
this
so that he
bomber
can
up
see.
here can be a little bit more comfortable. Do giants even kill? Oh, they do. Rip.
Unfortunately, I have to go. It was a pleasure, playing with you guys. And
Yeah, it was great having you, Reaper.
Yep.
So maybe we'll figure it out
having me.
how to stream the mobile version, and yeah, hopefully we can
Yeah,
back.
I know we used to host the streams in Discord, which is when I would usually join and stuff because I can stream in there. But yeah, I can't do it from this. Yeah, hopefully we can figure it out next time.
Okay.
Alrighty, see you guys later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much damage did he?
He did 1 damage. Lol.
Oh, that's nothing. It was a good deal.
It was a very good deal. Oh, another bomber.
Another bomber.
I'm gonna take care of these guys first. And then just kill that. Advance. want to see what's going on
get some
back
vision.
here. Oh, that's his cap. Let me.
You can advance with this bomber, yeah.
I can only advance to here because otherwise this will snipe me.
Yeah,
So I'll move there.
He's in a really rough spot.
But yeah, I'm feeling great about this position now. Let's see, I'll just move this back. I want to space them out so that this bomber doesn't get any value. I'll actually just heal this and hope that it gets pushed into a ship when I giant. Oh, I have my gate of power. I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
There we go. What do I want to do with this guy?
Maybe move it south and get a bomber later.
Sure, why not? I'm just climbing right now. It's 9. Dang, okay. I'll keep this guy here. I want to go for this ruin. Probably not a smart decision, but I'm in a comfortable enough position that I don't think I need to worry about that.
Yeah, there's enough.
Keep this guy here so I can decide what I want to do with him next turn.
There's not much he can do.
Yeah.
Joy D says, let him trap in his own Houdini dead.
Ouch. That's gotta hurt. But yeah, for Houdini, he needs 3 units. I don't see a way of him getting units here and here, so not too worried about that one. This does not kill. Okay. But this will. Yeah, it's GG's.
Okay. Yeah, GG's.
This is dead. Attack that. Take care of this. In the water. Start moving this guy up. Move you back into the borders. Yeah, I don't see what he could do from this position either, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, so Emerald says, I didn't go naval soon enough, I think. So maybe let's watch the replay and see, from both perspectives how this game went.
Sure, let me have my fun.
Go ahead. I'm not pushing you. What's your take on this change that they wouldn't let you win with a bot? Because there was this change after like some months ago when the game ends, when it actually ends.
Sorry.
And, what's your take on this decision from Mijuan that they wouldn't let you finish the game, actually get your opponent's capital, because there was a time when you could even though your opponent was resigning, you could continue with a bot.
I feel like it depends on sometimes I would like to play it through when they resign at a weird time and there's still a little bit of oh, what do I do here? There's a little back and forth. Then I still prefer to play it through because it's more stimulating, right? You have to come up with strategies. There's still room for improvement or mistakes. But if it's in a dead loss position, but it's a large map or something like that, and I just need to advance my army one tile at a time to take his cities, then I find it annoying because it's there's no way, or it's highly unlikely for them to do anything that can turn things
Mhm.
around.
Sure.
But I still have to take my
Yeah,
time and
finish.
slow,
Yeah, you
Like,
have to finish. Yeah.
if there was an option, it would be cool. But I feel
Mhm.
like it would be like, I understand why it's just like one or the other.
Yeah, Emerald pointed the same thing. So yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Looking at spawn,
Mm-hmm.
I have access to these 2 cities. He actually has access to 3 cities by land.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually like his spawn a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it just looks like there's no cities here, and I have 2 cities here. So if we split the map down the middle, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities on his side, but this is like right on the edge, and 1, 2,
Mhm.
3, 4 on my side. But I think being able to get this city at the very beginning helped me a little bit in score, but then him taking it back from me really hurt. But
Mhm.
because I was able to link all my cities to my capital with ports and get a giant, that basically completely turned the game in my favor because it stopped his attack and he went a little bit too aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Because
Oh, okay.
I think
we can
spawn-wise,
see
it-
why. Because
Oh,
he
okay.
went Explorer immediately, which is not
Oh, okay.
ideal. I feel like it might be because this is a smaller map size,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why they decide to go risky and go for it. But yeah,
And he got a ruin.
we got a hunting
Okay.
ruin.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, here's when I go for my first explorer,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't remember, which I don't think meets him. Yeah, I was not
No.
happy with what
No,
this
the
explorer
other,
showed me. It
the next
basically
one.
went in a straight line. But yeah, he's on
Mhm.
2 cities. I would be really comfortable in his position right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things are looking great for him actually. Let's see, what does he do here? Okay, explorer's right choice. I feel like if he just went workshop in his cap, he would be in an even more comfortable position
Mhm.
just because those 2 stars per turn really add up.
Yeah, he was
Ooh,
unlucky with his
I don't know if this
explorer
was a
because
misclick, but
I
going
think he
here was
didn't see
definitely really bad. Yeah, if he
the
sent it
village.
here, he might have not, like, I might have not even be able to take this
Yeah.
village in the first place.
But he didn't see it, so it's like that's why.
But yeah, he meets me this turn.
Yeah, so he explained that so a smaller map size, lots of water, plus playing Kiko, so explorers can walk on water early. So that was the reason why he took the
I
explorer
understand
on.
the reason,
Mm-hmm.
but I would never. Well, I mean, not never. I would almost never go for it because basically you're just betting on the explorer like giving you like meeting your opponent or like giving you some kind of special advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But because like there's tiles on the side here and because like you don't know where the explorer's going to go,
Mm-hmm.
I would say most of the time it doesn't pay off. Or
Okay.
for
Yeah.
me personally, it hasn't been known to always pay off. But yeah, he's just spamming units here, whereas I'm kind of going for text more, which is why he was able to do an attack on me. But because it didn't like pay off, like he did get this city, which was pretty big, but because he wasn't able to get my capital on the first attack, and he wasn't really going in text, it basically just died down, and so I was able to win since I was more diverse in my investments, I guess. I was kind of going for eco, building an army a little bit slowly, going for text, whereas they're kind of just playing aggressively.
Mm-hmm. So you think if he, like waited more, build up his eco, there was a bigger
Yeah,
chance.
build up his eco a little bit too. Like I went for starfish, which is why like it helped a lot. The 10 stars. Yeah, like he has a starfish over here.
Yeah, so he was
I guess that's
hoping
only
for
one.
for an early win. Yeah, that's why he kind of went all in.
He went all in here. Yeah.
Oh.
I think he just needed, if he sent like one unit or maybe another unit to support this one and was able to keep the city, it would have been a very different story.
Yeah. This one in the
this
south
is
was
the point where
crucial.
Reaper and I don't know if you said anything, but Reef was like, I was looking pretty bad here, but I was
Yeah,
like, pretty
we
confident
were
I could
both
giant.
saying this. Yeah,
Yeah, and I feel
like
like a
it
giant would have
didn't
completely
look
shut them
look
down. So
great.
I
Yeah.
actually wasn't too worried.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, here I'm just
Have
getting
a
a bunch
cool
of
head. Yeah.
upgrades. So my eco here is at 21 stars per turn. Pretty sure I ended on 21 stars per turn.
How is
Let's
his
see what
eco?
they're at 14. So I'm making 6
Oh
more
yeah,
stars than
that's
them.
okay.
Yeah. And they're also host. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm
Yeah,
making
so
more stars
he-
than them. I have more
Mhm.
text than them, and we have the same number of cities, but I have more space.
Mhm.
So at this point, I was pretty sure I could pull it off. I just needed to train more
Mhm.
units and get the necessary units and throw it into them.
Yeah.
Here's their first giant. And their second giant. But yeah, at this point, I think they needed defenders too, but they don't even have organization, which
Mhm.
is unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think they should use this giant, this one, like in the capital to defend this middle.
Yeah, I feel like they should have sent at least one giant
Yeah.
towards here
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
deter
Yeah.
my attack. Like giants in water are pretty good against like squishy units. Like they're good
Yeah.
against like units that are clumped together. But once people get like rammers and stuff like that, they become a lot less effective. So I don't know if sending it immediately into the water was the best choice, especially because we
Mhm.
were slightly connected by land.
Yeah.
Which is why I never actually sent this giant into the water. I just kind of
Mhm.
sent it walking towards him. I would say, yeah, the defense bonus is pretty good here, but again, I think defenders needed to be. I would be working my way towards defenders here, basically.
Yeah. Sure.
And yeah, at this point, when they're being forced to pull back, do they have bombers? If they had bombers, I feel like maybe they could. Yeah, they didn't even have bombers yet. If they had bombers and could like put a
Mhm.
bomber here and a bomber here, maybe it would have done something because it would have been really hard for me to push
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. They should have gone, like more defensive.
But from here, it was a really comfortable position. I just needed to kind of hold and yeah, but I pull off double siege,
Mhm.
and I don't see a way for them to unsiege either city actually.
Sure. Yeah.
Turn off fog. Yeah,
Good
they actually
game.
unsiege either
Good
city.
game.
So here to
Good game. Yeah.
Yep, good game.
I'd say the map was fairly even. Yeah, and like
Yeah, they had great starting density, but they
Mhm.
had unfortunate outside thing. I had okay starting density. Like the city wasn't connected by land, so I had to port there. This city was, but close.
Mhm.
It was closer to their capital. They could do it in 2. But because I was able to expand better, I was able to grab these cities, link them to my capital, and then kind of use like
Mhm.
units here to save myself. So yeah.
So
Expansion.
Emerald is asking for your advice for him to kind of play better next time.
I don't. I wouldn't say he played poorly. Like overall, I would say that was a very strong game.
Mhm.
The main problem I would say is throwing your giants into the water immediately. Like the giant here in the water, right here, I don't know if you can see, is good, but I think this giant needed to go towards here.
Mhm.
And you need to kind of diversify and space out your units. Like if you know I'm going bombers, I would say maybe like put one unit in this port and one unit in like a port over here rather than both over here, so they don't get splashed.
Mhm.
Know when to go bombers versus not bombers, rammers versus scouts. Like you don't want to always go for one or the other. There's pretty situational. But other than that,
And also the eco was like I think they should have invested more in building their economy more because
yeah,
at the end so you had a good turns, but you won with eco actually, not the like an actual military domination.
yeah. Oh, and also spare a few units to go expansion. If you had taken this city, like been able to keep the city here, I think you would have won. But because you weren't able to hold it, I was able to take the city, link it up to my capital, and just
Mhm.
like be more comfortable and have more space. If you had the city, I think it would have been a much more comfortable position for you, just because these cities are so close together. They
Mhm.
can like if you can get units out of all three of these cities, it'd be really hard for me to push. With bombers, it'll be a little bit easier just because they're clumped up. But even then, these 4 cities would be able to like defend each other very
Support each
well.
other, yeah.
If you're
Mhm.
able to have this city as well, it's kind of just like a united front. You can like store units in the back here if you need to, and
Mhm.
yeah, just having that space would have been really big. But
Okay.
yeah, GG's. If you ever in PC or PolyChamps, there's a lot of great players. I know not personally, I feel like there's kind of a lack of high level pros that are willing to review games. But if you are
Mhm.
more of a beginner, I'm very down to review your games. Some high level people that sometimes do reviews include Reaper. I know Funny sometimes does reviews, but I think
Mhm.
he's more busy now.
Mhm.
Yeah, the only person that really immediately comes to mind that does reviews on a higher level is Reaper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll try to invite him more. Emily's always like in touch with everyone, so yeah. So I hope to have good players on next live streams.
Yep.
It was a pleasure, Cloud.
Yep.
I
Thank
think
you. Thanks for having me.
we'll wrap this up because it's been 2 hours and we had some nice games. I think our
Yeah.
viewers could learn a lot.
Thank you.
So until next time, thank you
Yep.
for watching.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.